morning. I'm glad you're awake. It is 5:46. Got here at 5:30, right on time. They do not open till 6 a.m. though. This is somewhat of a new customer from what I understand. Scheduled delivery was 6. Asked me to be here 30 minutes early. I was on time. Talked to the guys out front, shipping guys. They're out before their shift. They said, you know, come back at 6. So they have it fenced off right here, and they have a trailer parked here and a trailer parked there. There's a guy right here beside me, and there's a trailer parked here. So I had to pull in right here, go all the way. There's a fence, and like put myself into that corner over there, and I had to do like 5 or 6 wiggles. And this shows you like the difference. The yellow lines, those guidelines on this particular place, you get like 3 feet, maybe 4 feet on this side between like your side of your trailer and the yellow line, and on this side, on the driver's side, you got to be almost touching it to get in. So I'm learning every time I back in now. I get out before I even turn the truck off. I get out and I walk back and I see how square it is. And as I was seeing how square it was, even though I was like a foot from the line, the truck driver reached in and he goes, "Hey man, could you slide over a little bit more to that line?" And I was like, "No problem, awesome, got it man, appreciate it." But man, you walk over here on this side, and it's like 3 or 4 feet, and it's cold. So get back in the truck. But it's crazy that no parking situation is the same. Not one. Like, I haven't been to 2 different places with the same exact situation of parking. So it's just adaptability. Like, you learn the basics at training and you learn the basics out on the road with your trainer, but like every situation is different. So you have to learn. It's crazy, man. There's a lot. It's 7:22. But I tell you, one of the coolest things, besides not being in traffic, waking up in the mornings to do my drives, is this. Look at this. Look at that sunrise. How freaking cool is that? Man, that's so awesome. Look at that sky. You have to go down to 500 feet, do a turnaround in like a little yard that they have. Then you have to pull into that middle lane. When traffic's somewhat kind of clear, you have to take up the right lane, the left lane, and the middle lane to get somewhat of your 45. There's fence and sidewalk on each side. And by the time you get forward and get to your 45, you have traffic coming both ways. Luckily, I had a guy in front of me coming towards me. He was another truck driver, so he kind of seen what I was doing until he stopped. But once you turn and get yourself set up, your bulkhead's kind of blocking the drivers coming up on your passenger side. Slowly, easily get around, and then you have to pull in between that post and this side of the wall. Obviously this wall here is completely blind to you, and once you start making that turn, you gotta hit it sharp. It's almost basically a 90 because the fence on the opposite side of the road, you can't touch the fence, obviously. All in all, I got backed in here in one turn. I didn't have to pull forward at all. I got close to the yellow pole, but I didn't touch it. And then you choose dock 1 or 2 here. I only knew this because the name of this building is not what the name is on the bill of lading or the workload. So you have to, luckily there was a driver here and he was pulling out, and I kind of stopped in the middle of the road, flashers on, and I asked the guy, and he's the guy that actually told me, hey, you got to go down there to the truck turnaround, come up here and block all 3 lanes of traffic to back into here. Whew. That was intense, man. I'm a little out of breath and a little shaky. Once I got backed in here though, you're on a pretty steep uphill. So I just used neutral to slowly get back into the dock. Whew. Yeah, that was all. Guys, this is insane. This guy just pulled in. There's 2 trucks waiting, and there's a truck here that had pulled forward. He's going to try to get in. He can't get in. 3 trucks out on the road right now waiting to get into one of the 2 spots that are here. I'm still being loaded. This guy got in. Dude, this is intense. This is crazy. Like, I hope they're out far enough to where I can pull. I hope they got on the left, because I need to go left. Hopefully he's far enough forward. Whew. I got out of that place. When I pulled out, I had to pull forward, block the street so I can go out and close my doors, because I couldn't close my passenger side door because of the truck beside me. And then I had to slide my tandem still. So backed, slid my tandems, and then I got out. Dude, there's just cars everywhere, and they just do not care. They don't care if you're there or not, trying to do a job. Headed 10 miles up the road, no big deal, right up 71 north. Got off the exit, went to turn onto the main street, in the turn lane, broken down truck. So I sat there for a couple minutes. He got out, popped his hood up. I was like, all right. So I wiggled. I got left turn lane. As soon as I got in front of him, I went a hard right and then a hard left to go underneath the bridge, underneath the underpass. I made it, but I used up a lot of lanes. Got here. Not a bad parking lot, but you have to blind side back in. But I had enough room forward to where by the time I wiggled my way forward, I was kind of doing a little bit of both backing up. So it wasn't too bad. Got in, walked in, couldn't find anybody. There's only 2 vehicles here. Walk in, I walk around, I can't find anybody. I finally find a guy and he goes, we're not taking no more paper deliveries. I said, dude, I got a whole bunch of rolls here, 42,000 pounds worth of rolls. He goes, I gotta make some phone calls. So we sat there, he made some phone calls. Luckily, they're taking loads still. He didn't know it. He just got me unloaded. I just got my next pre-plan. I'm heading to Columbus, Ohio today. It's 100 miles away. And yeah, picking up a preloaded trailer. Thank God. You got me 2 rough back ends today. Give me just a freaking drop and hook. And then I'm heading towards Maryland. I'm delivering to Columbia, Maryland. So Columbus, Ohio to Columbia, Maryland. Well, hello. It has been a few days since I've recorded anything. I didn't film anything all day yesterday. Just a lot of driving, guys. I made my way all the way up, all the way over on 71 from wherever the heck I was last time I talked to you guys, all the way to right south of Baltimore, Maryland, Columbia, Maryland. Yeah, crazy. 695 is just as bad as I remembered. I sat in traffic. I had people cut me off. 2 different people cut me off on 695. Awesome. One of them, my camera turned on because I hit my brakes so hard. They don't understand when you're over there. There's a blind spot right there. Even though I have all my mirrors and I lean and look, if you come flying right there, man, it's so hard to just see that out of your periphery sometimes. Ah, people are Mario Kart, man. People out here playing with their lives. So anywho, made my way over to West Virginia, up in a PA, came over. Now I'm on 81 and I just crossed into the PA line. Right before the PA line, there's a Love's on the right. One of the last exits on 81 in Maryland. And I wasn't filming it all, but I took some pictures. There was no parking at 3:20 in the afternoon. And it was a decent sized Love's parking lot. So I go through the fuel bay and I turn around and I'm trying to come out. I did get some pictures because I was sitting there for 15 minutes trying to get out of the Love's parking lot. That's how insane the East Coast parking lots are, I assume. Because it was just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I eventually got out of there. I came up 81. I'm heading towards my consignee anyway. And there's a PA travel center that I pulled into right after the PA line on 81, and there was one spot, the guy was pulling out of it as I was pulling in, and I took the last spot. By 4 o'clock, the travel centers, and I mean there's trucks already lined up down the darn on-ramp, and the Love's was insane. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I had an hour 45 on my clock left, and I know there's a TA. I was looking on Trucker Path. There's a TA a little ways up the road, and it's a big parking lot. That's where I was going to head next. But dude, what the heck? What the heck? I need to get back towards Tennessee, and man. So it's going on 4:30, and I don't need to be on the road at 3 a.m. tomorrow. I haven't done it yet, but I think it's around 6 that I need to get on the road, which is not bad. Yeah, cook some food, turn on Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or something I can just have on in the background, and I will see you guys tomorrow.